Good morning with our Monday morning live with the Entrepreneurs, joined by Anthony, Nate, and
What up?
this morning.
Morning.
So we're just gonna kind of have a general Q&A or chat show and interact and talk and kind of just get going and motivated this Monday morning. So I'm pretty much open for anything. I'm just happy to see everybody in here. So we're just gonna drink some coffee and answer some questions.
And vape.
And vape. Yep.
Because every day I'm vaping.
Yeah.
I am going to print you up a decal that says that.
That would be awesome.
So you put it real big across your back window.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
There you go.
there it is.
Real quick, if you guys have questions, I'm going to be on the lookout for the questions. I would really appreciate if you could put a few question marks before the question you have and after the question so that I can catch it and I can give it to the boys.
Yep. And with me, I don't want to speak for everybody here, but with me, I'm real transparent and open to any questions. You know, whether it's how I do something particular in my business, what goes on in my family, like I don't care. I answer anything. So
Yeah.
As long as it's not item specific stuff on Amazon, I'll answer it. Basically.
Well, I have a question for you then, Nate.
Oh,
Do you have your social security number?
yeah. I can't steal away my
debit card number, PIN. But Anthony,
I lost it.
Anthony.
Yes.
Do you want to do your awesome good mornings and let me know who has brownie points this morning?
Absolutely. Sure. Brownie points this morning go to Steven Scroggins.
Steven Scroggins.
Good morning.
Yay!
Glad you're here. So it seems like there's like a pretty even race, like 1 to 1 to 1, huh?
Well, right now on the 24th when we started, we got Craig. On the 25th, we got Justin Jacobs. Then we had the weekend, and now we got Steven Scroggins.
Yep. So 3-man race. Good morning to Kelly, the Ecom Mom Ward. She says, darn, not first. No brownie points for me. That's awesome. Reseller man, what's going on? Deep fried deals. Good morning to you. Sandollar, what's up? DC Sales, the master of the license plate. She said it's foggy this morning. She can't see the top of the mountains. That's no good.
Oh, I would be heartbroken.
Land Shark Picker, what's up, Craig? Good to see you.
What's up, Craig?
Craig. Michelle Lathan, hello. Justin Kathy, good morning. Moronic Pest, what is up? Siosa Sales, good morning, Lisa. Hopefully I don't work you too hard today. DC Sales is asking about Amazon. I did my first sourcing trip for Amazon this weekend. Me and Nate went out to like five or so different stores. And I'm in the process right now. I just scanned everything into the app to start the order as far as sending it all in FBA. And so I'm just trying to figure out, me and Nate were doing like a private chat right before this. He was kind of walking me through the process. So after this, I'm going to have to go through and figure out how to get the labels printed on my Dymo. So hopefully, if all goes to plan, my first Amazon FBA shipment will be sent this afternoon.
Sweet.
I think as long as you get it to Staples by 4, it should go out today. If that's the way you want to ship it or whatever.
Oh, okay, so it goes UPS?
Yeah, that's the only one you can use basically now. It used to be FedEx but now FedEx got the boot, which made me cry.
Yeah, that happened about 3-4 months ago, eh?
About a month or two, something like that. Yeah, I was sad to see it go because it was cheaper and they did free home pickups, which I loved. But
so this is the first step for Anthony blowing up his business.
Yeah,
right.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm a couple steps behind you. I'm still waiting for the approval, but
yeah. Once I understand,
Nate's going to teach you, and then I'm going to shadow you. So
sounds good. Yeah, I'm going to. I guess I can make a video, what the steps are. as soon as I kind of figure it out. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking about just like kind of doing a screen record for me and Nate, but I don't know if I can do that without like giving away some of the products. Since we have the same products, I don't really want to give away any of the stuff that he's doing. You know what I mean? Just out of respect to him, kind of helping me.
Yeah, we had an epic sourcing trip. This week.
We bought an entire end cap worth of stuff,
and we got to finagle the price, which I've never done it.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was cool.
Yeah, we were scanning stuff, and I scanned one, and I'm like, okay, this is on clearance, and it's cheaper than the sticker. Then the other ones weren't even clearance. I'm like, well, this doesn't make sense. So I asked, and they're like, yeah, these are all clearance. And I was like, because I told them, I was like, well, I didn't know if they would clearance the other ones. I thought maybe just get rid of the one randomly. I was like, if you guys knock them all clearance, we'll take the whole end cap. And so like, if you take the end cap, you can have basically half the price that they're supposed to be clearance for. So
that's sweet.
It was awesome.
DC says she's paying close attention because she wants to learn. Me too. Now I hear a lot about this. Eric Bischoff, highly recommended getting Inventory Labs right away. Did you jump into Inventory Labs, or are you just doing everything for kind of like free right now?
I'm sticking with the free right now just because I don't know what the heck I'm doing yet. So once I understand more, I may go with that. I also want to see like the level that I'm sending stuff in. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of things are just up in the air right now. You know what I mean? Like I'm brand new to it, so it's almost like a brand new like relationship. You don't know where it's going to go yet, so I wouldn't necessarily buy the wedding ring after one date. So that's kind of where I am right now. Lisa C gave me some information as far as AZ labels, which is free up to a certain point. So I'm going to start out with that and kind of just work my way through. Being that Nate and I are friends, like if I have any questions, he said he can help with looking at the Keepa charts or whatever for me. So like I haven't purchased Keepa yet, especially since we were sourcing together. We kind of just looked up stuff together.
Right. Scott Bearded Picker says FBA is dead. Stay on eBay.
I plan to keep eBay as my primary. Amazon I want to be like a secondary.
Tiffany says Inventory Labs had a 30-day free trial.
Oh, nice.
So it really intrigued me at the time when we went to Ecom last year. I wasn't real into Inventory Labs or listening when the gal was up there talking about it, because I wasn't even, I thought, someday, I'm going to do Amazon, but I didn't pay a whole lot of attention, not as much as I should have about it. Mm-hmm. But we actually sat down after the conference and we went to the bar and we had some cocktails with the rep from the Inventory Lab. I don't remember. You remember her name, honey?
Oh, hold on.
And then Destiny's chatted with her afterwards, but it actually sounded like it would be well worth the money if you're shipping enough to make it worthwhile, Because I hear it simplifies a lot of things and streamlines a lot of things for you.
Like if Anthony's sending in, like, say, a shipment like once a week or more, like whatever is going to save him time or not eat up too much time, I would recommend doing. Like that's basically like how Inventory Labs and a couple different things. It just simplifies it, makes it faster. And,
do you use it? You use Inventory Labs?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm cheap. AZ Labels is amazing to save time from taking a snapshot, copying, pasting for UPS labels. It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to do none of that. So I definitely I'm going to check out AZ Labels. So I do have a Dymo sitting here, and it's a twin turbo one too. So it would just fire all cylinders over here and be a lot. Because I have a whole case of labels too. So after getting my Dymo and seeing that basically I needed a program where I had to like basically like scan or do all types of crazy stuff one by one. I was like, forget it. I'll just use my 30 ups until I'm run out, and then maybe I'll figure it out. But if it's a thing where I only got to pay like one-time fee of say $20 or whatever, because I'm sure I'm gonna go over the free amount or whatever of labels, then I wouldn't mind doing that. I just hate doing the subscriptions.
Yeah, Good morning, Misha. What's up, Paul? Paul said he found a load of ass pads this weekend. Nice. I'd say the biggest adjustment for me with Amazon sourcing wise was for the amount of money that I spent this weekend. I would have probably eBay wise been expecting to make considerably more than I'm expecting to make Amazon wise. But then again, it's just like a whole different thing, like from what.
But you're expecting to make on Amazon maybe less, but a lot faster, right?
Oh yeah,
Exactly. It should be pretty much like a very fast double up on Amazon, whereas eBay would be a little bit slower selling, but I would make considerably more. You know what I mean? Like obviously the products I got aren't going to make considerably more on eBay because like a lot of them aren't even like eBay type products. Some of the stuff I could sell on eBay, but for the most part, most of the stuff I bought is essentially like Amazon type items like that. If Amazon were to like boot me off right now, I'd be like, okay, I'm returning these to the store because I probably wouldn't make anything on them on eBay.
eBay. I mean, both platforms contain prices and everything like that, but it just seems like eBay is a little more closer to the. It could get really bad on certain items, especially clearance sometimes. So
yeah,
eBay's a slow dime but big ROI, which is a good situation most of the time. For a lot of people, but Amazon's that super quick volume game where some people only look for like 30% or 50% an item, and if anyone's ever going into wholesale, I mean that's basically the expectations you're going to have depending on who you're going through and what your prices are on per item. I mean, it could be 15, 30, or a little bit better on wholesale. So, but, like Anthony's seen some of the stuff that I got. Like, for example, I sold 30 items yesterday on Amazon, and a lot of them I would have never sold on eBay or if I did, it'd have been like one or two or, so it's all about, volume, just getting product in, knowing your charts and stuff.
Craig said for a beginner, he thinks he would spend the money on Keepa before Inventory Lab. And from what I've heard, Tiffany's always said that Keepa is like one of the best investments you can make because it basically shows you whether or not it's going to be a good buy or not.
Right.
Yeah, I know she's a strong believer in Keepa.
Yeah,
that stuff.
Keepa's been very good to me lately, so it's helping me.
A good point. I just wanted to point out is Kelly, Ecom Mom. Keep in mind that your subscriptions, when you pay for like Keepa or Inventory Labs, they are tax deductible. So that always does help.
For sure.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Yeah, like on some of the stuff that I already have or maybe am going to use that me and Anthony can both use, basically, we're going to probably do something where we kind of split things or, depending on how much he really uses, the information or whatever, I could just help him out and just tell him, hey, this sells this many a month, just to kind of give him a heads up and make sure that he has a lot better smooth selling beginning than maybe I did or whatever, because I didn't use Keep at the beginning, and I made some buys that kind of sat for a little, but they basically everything sells. It's just when, you know what I mean? So
that's interesting to know. Scott says it's his 6-year FBA and he rarely uses Keepa. That's probably just because you have like a great mind for this stuff. Like for me, I feel like I'm swimming in the deep end for the first time and I'm still holding on to the wall.
Yeah, I mean, especially for us, like we're gated in a lot of things where, he can buy basically almost anything for the most part and send it in. He goes in the store and just starts just going like this if he wanted to, you know what I mean? Where we have to make sure that, if we can, if it even sells or not.
Right.
So it's harder.
Rebecca, because it is a Q&A, so I want to make sure we do get any questions. But Rebecca's asking, Rebecca and Flip Recruiters. So did anyone else wake up to a list on eBay on your phones of how many listings need to be fixed?
Oh Lord,
I haven't. I don't believe I've been on eBay on my phone this morning. I did not see anything, but I will double check. And where did you see that, Rebecca? Like right off, bringing up the app, or when you go to your selling? Because I don't see it.
I'm not seeing anything yet, but that
Yep.
doesn't necessarily mean I won't.
The only thing that I've seen from eBay was just on my mobile app. When I go to selling, it'll say that I still have 60 or so I need to fix, but actually I got to pack 2 items too. See, like it says right here, 62 needed. Add more details.
Now I've heard people say that, but I have like this is just nothing, just what I got going out.
Oh, somebody got a chain.
Yeah, that was me. I don't know what it was. Oh, somebody just paid for a hat.
I like cha-chings even when they don't belong to me.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I haven't had it. I've heard people talk about having the notifications that they needed to have this or that fixed, and
I wonder why yours don't show up. That's weird.
my listings are perfect.
I apologize. Must be your office girl making sure your listings are all fixed.
See, everybody should get an office girl.
All right.
I need one.
Ask my wife if I can get one. Hold on, I'll be right back.
You can come back. Amber's like, you can be my office girl.
But Kelly says hers, she's had one that said needs required details and 26 others that need more details. And then does it go into depth? Does it tell you like what listings, if you click on it, are affected?
Yeah, here I'll show mine real quick. Because I don't mind sharing anything eBay. I don't even care about showing my 60-day little total I have, which is terrible. But anyway, I just click on add more details. And then it'll show like this one's missing 6 details. And it shows the item.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was asking about the search bar, but I didn't even know that, was in there or whatever. Because
now, does anybody know, like, if we're not, like, I'm not getting those alerts, and maybe I do have a bunch of listings that need to be fixed, and they're just not telling me, where DC Cell says, here's a dumb question. And I've actually asked this question to myself many times. I don't think it's dumb at all. How do you know if your listings need details? I mean, is there a place to tell you?
From what
it's going to tell you if you're missing any details or there's more details you could fill in.
From what I've seen, if you guys seen what the new area is when you see the little circle thing.
Hold on. Rebecca sent me a screenshot. I'm taking a peek at that quick. Yeah, I know that. I go by it. I try to make that circle as blue as I can get it.
Basically, from what eBay's saying, unless you have that whole blue circle blue, you're missing information that you need to get a chance for all these different search things that they say. Like it says, like there's 2.3 million recent searches for these details. So for me to become one of those searches or items in the search, I have to have basically the whole thing filled in. Because if not, I can skip out.
I listed all my hats yesterday, and I tried to get that totally blue, but I couldn't get it totally blue because one of the additional details was like the hat capacity, and the options were like 16 ounce, 1 gallon. And I don't understand that why it was posted under hats, unless that's like referring to like the only time I ever heard of hats referred to it like capacity is like cowboy hats. When you stop, I had me a 16-gallon cowboy hat. Other than that, I mean, I don't know how much this holds, and I'm not filling it with water to find out.
Here's a bit of a bolo for you guys. I bought these over the weekend and
fire this morning.
Listed them. Walmart clearance Wreckfest. It's a Xbox One game. I never even heard of it before, but I've had so many offers on that game just over the weekend. I've already sold 2 out of the 4. So, and that's on eBay.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah. It's not often that because I bought several games, and that's the game that's been like really blowing up for me is this Wreckfest. I never even heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to check your Walmart clearance aisle. I bought up all the ones they had.
So I got a question, Nate.
Sure.
Because I know you work a full-time job, and I know you work hard at your Amazon, and I know you also do eBay.
Right.
So on a weekly average, what would you say that your family time is? Because that's where I struggle. I struggle with trying to do everything and have good quality, just no work, we're not dealing with anything else, just a family time.
It's mostly like because of how like my schedule is, because of how I work. For example, I work 12, like it basically I have to leave here at 12:30. So 12:30, and I don't get home till anywhere from 10 to 1 o'clock in the morning. So, I'll be with the kids, before I come on the show for a little bit, and then, especially when I'm off, they're always with me, or we'll do something. We'll say, well, okay, we're gonna go to the movies, or we'll go out to eat, and then go to like a park, or do something like that. Or if I'm really behind on stuff, like we'll do like a sourcing trip together where I'll be buying stuff for the kids, and like almost like a combination thing. But that's the one thing. Excuse me. That's the one thing like I struggle with, is because I try to squeeze so much that sometimes the family time gets a little cut off. Which it's mostly because of my work schedule, because because I'm gone for most of the day, and then when I come home, they're already asleep and everything. So it's tough.
That's why we need to scale you to full time, man.
I know.
Yeah, but even being full time, really, if I had a full time job and I didn't do this, I would probably have a ton more family time. I mean, and we say we do it for the freedom, we do it so we can be with our families more. I mean, yeah, I'm here with my families, but most of the time my mind isn't.
Right.
Where if I was punching a clock, when I punch out at 4 or 5 o'clock, I can turn that off until I punch back in at 7 o'clock in the morning. Where with this, you can't. It's in your face all the time.
See, like with me doing Amazon, if I was full time, for example, I would probably do some mini trips where I'm gone for a couple days, like 1 or 2 days, and then the days I'm not doing that, I would be sourcing like local area stuff, or maybe drive a little farther than I normally would, say on a weekend that I do now, and go farther out where I'm gone for only maybe that 8-hour period. And then during the evenings, when the average person works 9 to 5, for example, like I'd be home and be done sourcing and doing like the business side like after 4, and then it'd be like family time. You know what I mean? Like where I would have more family time.
That's
That's basically how I would try to do it
for
for
some
me.
people. That's what I thought. If I, when people say, "Oh, well, if I quit my job, I'd have more time," but you really don't. I mean, honestly, you really don't.
You have more flexibility.
You have more flexibility. Yeah,
it's a good word for it.
Yeah,
you have less. You can finesse to the nonsense of work, like coworkers, bosses, that type of stuff. You don't really have to deal with, but you deal more with the customers, which I really don't deal with customers in my job, so which is nice. So,
see, I agree with Tiffany. She says when you work for yourself, you work more, not less. I agree. I mean, I haven't worked a whole ton of like punch in payroll jobs. I've just never been that guy. But when I did, yeah, I had a whole bunch more time. Maybe not as much freedom, but more time, if that makes any sense.
yeah, I would do what Scott does, but on a smaller scale, at least right away. Travel and source.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be my goal, though. Like, if I could just go with the family and just, just see different things, see the United States and drive and source and do that type of thing.
And ultimately, that's what I want to do. That's my whole reasoning for getting into Amazon. I don't think I'm going to get in. My whole goal to get into Amazon is not because, man, I just want to be an awesome Amazon seller. Amazon is going to be my passion. Amazon, the being able to source and travel is my passion, which will make Amazon my passion. But ultimately, the eBay flips is what I love.
Yeah, me too.
I want to put it in here because DC Sells asked another question up in chat. She says, who has left something at Goodwill and then a couple of days later looked it up on eBay, sorted by nearest first to see if someone else got it and listed it?
I've never done that. That's a good idea, though.
Yeah, I haven't either, but now that you mention it, I probably will. Although we were looking something up, and I don't remember why. We were looking it up by nearest first. Oh, we were looking up people selling T-shirts on eBay, and I was sorting it by nearest first to see if they happened to be local enough to go pick up immediately.
I've had one pickup local sell ever on eBay. I sold a VCR, and the guy that being like a town or two over and was like, hey, can I save on shipping and meeting me? And I'm like, I was really skeptical about it, but I ended up doing it. The one thing that you have to do on that is, as long as they're happy with the item there on the spot, have them give you 5-star feedback on everything and say it was a great item or whatever the case may be. So this way that you're protected, because if they don't leave that feedback, then eBay thinks that you never sent the item or anything like that. And make sure your messages is the only way you contact. So this way they have that in there too.
Gary Picker says, one day I'm going to buy an RV and just take a really long trips to source and explore the U.S. Absolutely. That's why I want my main house to have 4 wheels on it eventually. And in fact, we were just, what was that in the live?
Yep.
I was showing you that RV. I'm trying to a 34-footer. 34-footer that I'm trying to finagle a deal with.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Like, I wouldn't have to deal with snow or anything. I would just, like, during the winter time, I would just travel to the southern states.
There's a map. If you Google it, it says there's a 1-year trip that you can take. And if you do this route through the timing that they say to do it, you'll be in 70-degree weather all year round.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I want to do that trip someday. See, a lot of people seem reselling addicts said Bearded Picker. That's our dream as well. A lot of people would love to do that traveling.
Heck yeah.
Like with the traveling.
We talk about buying a house. We rent right now. We talk about buying a house so we can do what we want with it. If we feel, I want to take this wall out, make a bigger eBay room, I can do it. And but then we're like, damn, do we really want to tie ourselves down to a mortgage? Because the kids aren't that far away from being adults, and
yeah,
I don't want to be tied into a 15-year mortgage on a house, because now I got a house that I don't want to live in because I want to travel and live in my RV.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Justin, we're just doing Q&A, man. Question and answer, general discussion, bud. So if you got any questions or thoughts or tips, tricks, let us know. Not really any focused conversation today.
It's funny. People say that like on eBay, you hear ka-ching, everyone gets happy. Like for me on Amazon, if I bought something and I sold out really fast, that's my like, wow, that was amazing. That, like my adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Like with that, like if something sells, like say about like 5 an item and 1 sells and then it sits for a while. That I mean, I'm still happy I got the sell, but seeing it like 20 of the 1 item sell in a day is like, wow. Like it's like that's amazing. Like
Here's a question, and this would be kind of for everybody that's in chat. Well, I should say everybody in chat that sells on eBay. Has anyone else noticed like a super slow weekend? Like I have 6 items going out this morning, and for a Monday, that's horrible for me. Normally Mondays I have anywhere from 15 to 20, 30 packages going out. So to have 6 is like terrible for me on a Monday.
Yeah, I only got 5. That's it.
I got 2, which is pretty normal. But I also have, as you guys seen, 62 items that require more information. I got to do that today.
So is that bad for you then, Tommy, the number you have?
Yeah, it's about a third of what I usually have going out.
Yeah.
I usually have anywhere between, on a Monday, 12 to 18 on average.
I still haven't checked my email yet this morning, so I may have some Macari going out too. But, I mean, typically eBay is like my driving force over the weekend as far as like packages going out, and 6 is like, that's terrible for me.
Justin Jacob asked at the Bargain Effect, are the Shamrock stickers everywhere yet? No, we did buy a big sticker bundle from Justin Jacobs at our auction last Monday, and yeah, man, there is a gob of stickers. She is very happy, but nope, they haven't made it everywhere yet, but I'll keep you updated.
I'm surprised they're not on you yet, Tommy.
I might just put them all over my truck if we don't trade my truck for the RV. And then they'll be all over the RV on the outside.
Yeah, it'll essentially be Shamrocks and eBay tape.
Right. Now I told her we get an RV because I know how to paint vehicles and stuff. I told her, I said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it like a rolling billboard. We're gonna split it right down the middle, and one side is gonna be all done up with the Shamrock Pixie, and then the other side is gonna be all the Bargain Effect.
Nice.
These are the ones that I'm gonna put all over my truck.
And her truck is black, just so people know. So
Yep.
they would stand out and be reflective at night.
Yep.
You see all these sparkling
There's
sparkling
a lot
Shamrock stars rolling down the road. Yeah, there was a ton of stickers.
So on Amazon,
Ellie Econ Mom said she sent out 2 eBay sales on Saturday and nothing today.
Yeah, doesn't that suck? Like, what is going on?
Moronic Pest says this time of year was slow for him last year.
I see. The thing I'm trying to understand is if it's just like, did I just have a bad week?
Reselling Addict says he has 8. Kathy says she's got 8. Now, are you guys, you put in your numbers, but can you tell us if that's like an average number for you or better or slower than average? Because I mean, you have 7, you have 8 going out, but I don't know what you normally have, So just kind of let us know if that's up or down from what you normally do. Reseller Man only has 11, and that's terrible for him. DC sells 14.
Somebody wants to know, Reselling Addicts wants to know why my name is the Shamrock Pixie. Okay, let me answer that real quick. It's real simple. I love shamrocks. I'm Irish, and I'm short. Short, sweet, and to the point. Next.
Right.
See, I love shamrocks.
Rebecca says that she thinks it has a lot to do with the glitches, that sales are slow, which could very well be for the people affected by the glitches. I don't seem to be affected by them. My sales are just slow because I've been trying to spend more time focusing on the printing aspect of our other business than I have been. I've been neglecting eBay so bad. That's why I keep buying her down. I mean, I've done nothing with it, but I've had 5 sales. Other than the listing I did yesterday was the first time I actually listed in quite a while.
That's what I'm wondering, because to my knowledge, I haven't been overly affected by the glitches. But by the same point, my sales are still like down worse than they would be, and I've probably put in close to the same effort this week that I normally do.
Dynamax says that he's about doing half the norm.
Mm-hmm.
Just me, Cassie says a little slow.
Yeah, you don't do a lot of close.
DC
so that's
sells
probably why.
about a third of the norm. And T Flips is better than average weekend. Good for you.
That's awesome.
Great.
Glad to hear that, Tracy.
It's good to hear that somebody's got a good weekend. DC Sells also says, but every year, this time of year is really slow for her at least.
Hey, Kiki, glad you're back today. Kiki says not listing on eBay, but using List Perfectly to cross-post 2,000 items to Macari and Posh when possible. That's awesome. Yeah.
Here's good statistical input. This is what I like. Moronic Pest says, and just looking back at the last 5 years, 4 of the last 5 have been slow at this time of year, but have picked up the following month. So that's somebody that's actually tracked it and is not just saying, "Oh, my sales were good, now they're slow. It's eBay's fault," because he's got last 5 years of statistics to show that at this time it's slowed down.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I should probably go look, because I started my store last October, and my thing is, if I'm anywhere near where I was in the very beginning, that's bad. Because I was like a full-time eBay noob at that point.
Yeah, I just started on Macari and going with the popular Funkos and stuff first.
I'm like crushing it compared to a year ago. Never mind. I'm up 636.3 from last year at this time. So yeah, I guess that would make sense, because I literally started my store, I think, last October. So.
Hey, honey, Heat Press Nation just sent me my code.
Oh no, really?
We're looking to get some materials to sublaminate on, and some of the stuff we needed. And I messaged them on Friday or Saturday or something like that. And I suggest people do this, because I was like, hey, I'm looking for some stuff to sublaminate, some supplies and whatever, thinking about ordering with you, doing some price comparing. Do you happen to have any type of promotional code or anything active now? And well, I already ordered the stuff, so I didn't want to wait. I needed to get here, but they just sent me a 50% off their entire store code.
That's awesome. Do you still use it though for the future?
I'm going to send them back a message and ask them how long that code's active for. And I'm gonna tell them I bought, and I did buy from them, so I'll be like, I already made my purchase, but is this gonna work for my next supply purchase? Right. So if you're ever thinking about buying something in bulk, first definitely see if you can get a hold of the people and try to work. I just asked in general. I figured maybe I ain't gonna hear from them, or they'd say no, but they sent me a 50. That's a nice code for a first time purchase.
It's always worth asking. Like, even with that end cap purchase me and Nate had, it all basically started because we were scanning stuff and we noticed one of the items was marked all the way down to $1. The other ones were still at like almost $10. And I basically just like kind of yelled across the room, like, hey, should these all be the same price? And then the girl ended up calling her manager over, and her manager's like, oh, I wish all this stuff would just be gone. She was like, yeah, I thought they were all the same UPC, so I didn't mark them all down. So she was like, I was just getting ready to mark them down even more. And me and Nate are like, well, if you want to, we'll take them all. So
I've never seen an end cap disappear that fast.
Yeah. By the time and literally it might have been, 10 feet from the end cap to where the register was in that department. Like literally, by the time we got the stuff from the end cap to the register, the end cap was just gone.
Right. Like they were thrilled to see that thing disappear.
Yeah.
And I
DC
was
Cells,
thrilled
do
with
you
the
deal
price.
with Heat Press Nation? Do you buy from them? Didn't mean to cut you guys off. I just didn't want to get it too far up in chat.
Oh, you're good.
We won. We were actually watching one of their lives, Heat Press Nation. They have lives on Facebook and YouTube. And we actually won some new product that came out, some glow in the dark
Do you
glitter
want me to
product.
grab it?
Huh?
Do you want me to grab it?
Thank you.
If you want. But yeah, we won on one of their live shows a big box package of different vinyls and some limited edition vinyls. So it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Reselling Addict says, we've been trying to list more, just hit 500. Big deal for us. You know, when I hit 500, I do really well. And like I say, I've been neglecting eBay. So I'm down to like, what am I at? 100 and some, 320 listings. I usually have it up around 550. And it seems once I hit that 500 mark, I can't keep it there. Stuff just starts flying. So hopefully that'll happen for you too. It's a good problem to have.
All right, I have it. So we got this reflectant stuff, vinyl. We got little breast cancer awareness vinyl.
Check out this.
A bunch of Halloween ones.
Check out this notebook, Anthony.
That's awesome.
That is
It's
cool.
it's one of my sales today. Sold it for $20.
That's awesome, dude.
Free ship.
And then we got the Caesar Scraper. And then we got the glow in the dark stuff, which is awesome.
Oh, there we go. Someone just made an offer on one of them plush from yesterday that I listed.
Cool.
Dino Max says all them suppliers work less than bankers' hours. Yeah, and you know, it sucks because we have to order in everything. I've been looking and I cannot find a supplier like anywhere within like a decent, even couple hour driving distance. I mean, we have like Hobby Lobbies where we're going to pay retail, but there's no like local places that we can just go and pick up. Not that I can find. I've been looking.
I'm surprised the type of deals that you see in Michael's, though. You know what I mean? If you catch them at the right sale, I mean,
Well, yeah, and we do that. We watch for the right sales and stuff, but I need a regular supplier that's got fair pricing all the time.
I hear you. Yeah.
And then if a sale pops up at Michael's, Hobby Lobby or something, we can jump on that and take advantage,
Right.
of it. But I need a regular
I got what you're saying.
thing. Anthony, I do think I found a spot where I can get the 5Xs for $556.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's a good price.
If I order 20 of them, it's free shipping.
It's awesome.
So that's about the cheapest, best deal. So that's one thing that I need help with. My question is, if anybody that does any of this stuff, I'm having a real struggle finding a decent price on 3 to 5X shirts. It's like once you hit that 3X, you just jump drastically. So if anybody's got a wholesaler or supplier that they know is reasonable. Eric asks, is that where you get your vinyl? Some. We've actually been ordering off Amazon. I go with the Oracle 651 for decals, and what's that other brand that we just used on Amazon? The Frog, some shit.
Frog. Vinyl Frog.
Vinyl Frog for the heat transfers. If you know of a better place, let me know.
There's a gentleman named Scott in chat that said, I do dye sub. I can send you a list of suppliers. I can even send you a box of miscellaneous samples.
Oh shit, that would be great, Scott. If you want to email me, man, at
I'll put your email in.
yeah, the bargain effect at gmail.com. We're first starting out, so we're trying to find the reliable suppliers with good products, fair pricing, and we're fairly new to it, so we're just trying to find. That'd be great though. Got a list of suppliers. Jiffy Shirt, I did check them out. Let me see if I can. Which one is the one that I found? Maybe you guys can tell me if they're no good or if anybody's dealt with them. Let's see.
Did you see that Dynamac said that I will email you our basic supplier for teas as well?
That would be awesome. I mean, anything that you guys, any information you guys could provide to us would be great because it's hard. It's taken. What we ordered was from Heat Press Nation is we ordered the sublimation mugs from them. And I'm still looking for a t-shirt supplier. These seemed fair on their mug price. So
Yeah, with everything that we were looking at, they were the best.
Paul wants to know if you guys can do vehicle magnets.
we can do vehicle magnets. I would have to, like I say, we don't have like a full stock. We're just trying to figure out our supplies. I mean, if somebody wants them, I can order them, but I don't have like, we didn't order any magnets to try to get rid of them. Coastal Business. I did check them out, and Heat Press Nation beat them out. I think what was it? Not by much. It's the same mugs, but Heat Press Nation had a sale on what we bought.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I think Coastal Business regular price was one of the best prices we found.
Scott also said best price and shipping for mugs is Coastal Business. Do you want me to save that?
That's the one that we were comparing Heat Press to, that we were going back and forth.
Okay, but do you want me to save that name so we can keep it in our list?
I have it.
Okay. There were so many sites we've looked at. I am so confused with all the sites. I am not gonna lie.
Like we pretty much got everything down how we got to do it. Now we're just trying to find the best supplier.
Yeah.
To be able to order from consistently. I don't want to be like looking every time I need something, going through a million different places trying to find it. I just want to develop a relationship with one or two suppliers if I can and go that route.
Real quick, I found the lady we met last year for Inventory Labs. Her name is Kimberly.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kimberly, yep.
I do apologize. These birds are very excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that list of suppliers from Scotty. That's great.
Dan, I think it's pretty awesome that Dynamac as well is gonna email you with supplies too.
Yeah, and I'm Dynamac, man. I'm really trying to get on the ball because I'd love to work with you with the business stuff that we talked about, and I'm trying to get everything in place, man, as soon as I can. I don't want to send out any crap inventory.
Exactly.
Happen like that happened. We sent out. I'll tell you exactly what we did. For people that know, is we tried to send out some water slide decal mugs, cleared with acrylic clear, and then cleared again on top of the mugs, which from our research told us it should withstand and hold up. Hold on. Okay. It should withstand
Thank
and hold
you.
pretty decent durability. And I mean, we've made them for ourselves. We've used them. We've washed them, drank coffee out of them, threw them in the microwave, and they did just fine. And then we sent one out to Jessamy Cassie for testing because she has a dishwasher and we didn't have a dishwasher. For some reason, that mug didn't even make it to her dishwasher. She went to put coffee in it from her Keurig and it splattered a little bit, and the decal melted through the sealant. So I said, screw it, we're just going to buy the equipment, and we just purchased the sub-lamination printer, sub-blanks, the paper, and said we're just going to do that so our mugs would be good. A little bit more upfront cost, but at least put something quality out that's not going to break down. And then I was going to try to, Dynamic, I was going to try to send you out stickers that you would have needed last week. We tried to do it, but again, the product quality wasn't there. So right now, what we can do, no questions asked about quality. I feel very comfortable with quality. Our shirts and vinyl decals, not a problem. We can do all those single color or 2-color vinyl decals.
I'm super pumped to get stuff from you guys. Like, just seeing the stuff that you guys have made for yourselves, it got me all fired up.
Yeah, and I mean, we can show stuff, like I could show my mugs and they look great and they're cool, but now with what happened with Kathy, I don't trust them no more. Now this is going to become like a pen holder. And it is. It seems like it's taken us a really long time. But I mean, we're learning from scratch. I mean, that's just that came out of I want to print some merch for myself, and then
it's not like you guys used to work at a printing press or a sign company where you guys have the process down and everything. It takes time to get things right, and you guys wouldn't get them perfect. So
all things considered, you guys are moving at a pretty fast pace. Because
especially buying all the equipment and everything.
One of my biggest mistakes, I'll be straight up and 100% transparent, is we were doing it on a budget. I had limited amount of funds to work with. So we jumped on YouTube and we looked, okay, because we were just first going to do like shirts and text, but then it was like, ooh, coffee mugs would be cool. And we see all these people on YouTube, oh, we're making coffee mugs with water slide decal and this great and this and that. And we thought, but then when I'd watch, you had those which were like crafter people, and then there'd be other people, you want to go with the sub lamination, especially if you're going to be commercial. And I was like, oh, well, it seems like this decal stuff is working and it's holding up. And these say they've washed it and did that. We'll just go with that. And it was a cheaper investment to what I thought was going to provide the same product instead of listening and just getting the right shit from jump. So I thought I was going to save money, but ended up spending money. If I would have just bought the right stuff from the beginning, we'd be in business already, and I would have saved myself pain.
So I all the stuff you already bought, or are you gonna still use it?
Like those water slide decals, I mean, they're okay. Destiny's gonna do she's got some bases she's gonna do up. They're great for if you wanted to personalize some decanters or doggy dishes or something like that. But we're not. They don't have any heat and rough surface abuse durability.
Gotcha.
So if you want a custom made knickknack or a photo frame or a shadow box or like I say a doggy dish, a vase, a knickknack for your wife you want personalized out, something like that, it's good for that. It's great. It probably lasts forever. But something that you're gonna do daily wear on and be throwing in and out of the microwave, soaking in hot water, running through your dishwasher, the ones that we were doing, we're not going to do that anymore for that. We're just going to go with the straight silver lamination because it embeds into the product. You can't wash it off. You can't burn it off.
Yeah, that's smart. So are you still going to use the other process that you guys already invested into?
No, we're scrapping it as far as like customer stuff. Like I say, we can use that process. Like Anthony, if you said, I want to get my wife some flowers for her birthday, and I'd like you to make up a nice little vase with something special on it. We can use that process for that, and it will last.
Gotcha.
Because it's going to be put on a shelf. It's going to be, you can wash it and stuff, but so we can use it like to make personalized gift type things, I guess you would say.
We'll still use it. It's essentially what I was asking.
Knick-knacky type stuff. Something that's not going to go through like a daily wear type thing.
Yeah.
The water slide decals we are going to use because I got some people that want water slide decals for customizing, like Ghost, Derek's buddy.
Yeah.
For his customs cars and stuff. Work great for that because it's basically the same thing when you were growing up and you were putting models together and you had those little decals you soaked in water.
Yeah.
And then slid on. Well, these were basically the same thing except like triple sealed. They're sealed when you print them 3 times and then they're put on the mug and then we seal them again. And by the sealing them after they were put on the mug is from what our research said was supposed to make them durable, but apparently it's not. If a Keurig can beat it out, it's not durable enough for me.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes, like DC Cell says water slides for personalized Christmas ornaments. Great. It'll work. It'll last on ornaments,
By any chance, did you see Tara Risen's question?
No, I didn't. What do we got?
Can you use your eBay supplies for sales from other platforms?
Yes. Like my shipping supplies, yeah, it's all. If my shipment goes out, like I send Macari out stuff out in eBay boxes with eBay tape, it's.
And then
my supplies are intermingled.
I was literally just telling Nate that I'm sending in my first FBA shipment in a big old eBay box.
Yes, Kathy, thank you. Yeah, if you have questions, please put in, like 3-4 question marks before and after the question so it stands out.
And then, Eric, I don't know if you answered this at all, Tommy, for any YouTube channels or places for beginners to learn. There is a lady, if you can email me, Eric, the shamrockpixie@gmail.com. I can give you a couple of sites that I use. There's one lady that I absolutely love. She's an older lady, but she is amazing. I can give you that information. I'll give you that secret with her because I love her to death and she is amazing. So, and then
learn about like the print stuff.
She uses the same setup that Eric.
Oh, it's the water slide stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the water slide stuff. It's cool. It is awesome. It's just not heat resistant. It's not
right. But he bought his wife the same cutter machine as the lady that I'm gonna give him the name. I can't think of her name. I have to go on YouTube and actually pull her up. She uses the same cutter. I don't have the same cutter as her, but I still love her to death. She's awesome.
See, we're gonna do after we have it great and we're up and running and people are happy. I mean, we're actually, and we probably should have started documenting the printing journey from the beginning, but we're definitely going to make a lot of, because what you see is people telling you, this is how you do it. And there's 50 million different ways to do it. But I wish there would have been videos that told us don't use water slide on coffee mugs, no matter what you see, unless they're going to be decorative, because this is what not to do and why. Because if I would have seen one of them videos that said, do not put it on a coffee mug and expect it to be an everyday use coffee mug, I would have never went down that road.
Justin's looking to get some personalized dog food and water bowls.
Oh, really? Well,
So he
we'll
said,
check. So you got my info in my messenger and stuff. Yeah, those we can definitely do because nobody like. I mean, it still wouldn't be dishwasher safe, but like I don't know. When I wash my cat dish up, I pick it up, I rinse it, I give it a little swirly swirl, and I don't throw it like in with my regular. I don't throw my dog or my cat dishes in with my regular dishes and wash them in the same way because my cat licked all over them. Hate when I buy something on eBay and the item is drop shipped from Amazon. I have to use the coupon I had earlier, and the eBay seller just dropped it shit from Amazon gifters. Does that bother you guys?
what's that?
If you order something on eBay and you receive it from Amazon, somebody drops it from Amazon, does it bother you?
I don't, as long as I get what I paid for.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Whether I order from eBay or anywhere, if it's drop shipped and I know it came from somewhere else and it's what I ordered and it's the same product that I would have got no matter where, and I'm happy with it and I paid the price that I was willing to pay, I don't really care where it came from.
Well, and look at it this way. It could be somebody who's like me, who's unorganized, that may have lost the item and has to either come to the conclusion where I'm either going to have to cancel this order or I'm going to have to just order it and send it to the person. So it very well could have just been somebody like me who screwed up. So I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like Josh. I keep my stuff out in the trees. That's how I keep losing it.
That video was great.
I wish I was like Josh, man. Like, if I had a setup like him, like I would never lose anything. That's what I'm kind of trying to work towards.
Okay.
That's how I sound looking for my inventory.
I don't know how to say it. Terrorizing says the panel completely ignores the chat here. I am very sorry if.
Yeah, I'm sorry, terrorizing.
I didn't see it.
I've been trying to give you guys all the questions, but if they don't have the question marks before and after the question, I can't see it with the chat going the way it is. But I am looking as best as I can for all questions.
Another good thing you could do is you could tag one of us too.
Yeah, that really stands out for me.
And actually, the Econ Mom Ward did tag me in terrorizing, so I apologize about that. I was packing eBay orders while doing this, so I apologize, guys. I'll get better about that.
Pay attention, Anthony.
My bad. Okay.
No packing during the show, sir.
Yes. I know you love to work your stuff, but you got to give it up for an hour a morning.
I can do that.
But no, we're sorry. We do the best we can. We're not great yet.
Yeah.
Give us time. Work with us. We'll get better. Promise.
Harry Tornado said, "What up, guys?" I don't know.
What up, Josh?
Yeah, it doesn't work from your phone. Reselling addicts, as far as tagging people. I wish it did. Such a pain.
It is hard from the phone.
Yeah, I hate being on my phone or my tablet and on YouTube because I literally have to try and type the whole thing out, and some people have, different names and different stuff, and it makes it hard to copy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. My phone rings, and then if I ignore it on my phone, it goes to my iPad. I don't know how to stop that from happening.
Yeah, I don't know. You have an iPhone, so I have no idea. I'm back to Android. I didn't care for the iPhone too much. I'm trying to catch up with everything in chat, so I'm a little behind. Did you see Aaron Marcus's I hate when I buy something from eBay and it comes in a different Amazon box?
That's what we were talking about.
I'm trying to catch up, so I'm going through making sure I didn't miss any questions for you guys.
Checked back terrorizing. That was the original thing. that they were asking is, do you use eBay supplies to send out stuff on other platforms? So
See,
credit.
reseller man says it does bother me because I want to support the platform I sell on. I buy from eBay even though it might be more expensive or take longer to ship. At the bargain effect, Shamrock Pixie. Yeah, but you still are supporting the platform because you are buying it through eBay. eBay's still getting their fees on it. It's just the guy that's supplying the item is getting it from somewhere else, but eBay's still getting everything the same that they would get if the guy had it in hand and shipped it out.
Yep.
So it's still supporting the platform.
And like I said, it could vary, you know what I mean? Like, because I've had to drop ship certain items just because I couldn't find where I put them.
One thing that's nice about getting it from Amazon, you're going to get it probably faster than you would most of the time. I get my stuff quicker when that happens.
How do you guys feel about being drop shipped from? Because I know I've received orders and they've asked me not to include any invoices or receipts in it. So that tells me it's probably a drop ship. Maybe it's a gift, but
in my opinion, I don't really care because they're pretty much paying me either way. So I'm cool with being drop shipped from. As long as I'm getting what I'm asking for it, I could care less. I don't know, but I don't know if any of you guys care about that, but
no,
I don't.
And
really
like Scott says here too, reusing Amazon boxes is just good recycling practice. Yeah, because I reuse them. I ship out eBay orders and Amazon boxes, and the people that are receiving it, if they're not paying attention to the actual shipping label, they might think they got it from Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes depending on the Amazon box, it might not even really have too much logoing either. It'll just look very similar to another Amazon box. Because since I started reselling on Amazon, getting returns and stuff, I've gotten all kind of different sizes and shapes of Amazon boxes. Not that I get a lot of returns, but you know what I mean. You're gonna get some.
DC Sales says Pittsburgh sent the package I bought on eBay in an Amazon box. Yeah, because I have actually saved me all the Amazon boxes whenever she orders stuff, just so I have like different size boxes to send stuff in.
And Kelly said too, here's a good point. Some eBay sellers have their items stored at Amazon and use the multi-channel fulfillment for their item.
Right.
Which
That's
is
something I might do on some items that are just oversaturated and the price tanked. I might do that on some stuff. I think I have like one item that's really, really bad. But other than that, most of my stuff has been going really well.
All right. The next question I see in chat is from Harry Tornado, which I do know who he is. He rocks. I did tell him that in there. He was picking on me. He would like to know, what would you do if you received a large, heavy item and saw that the seller shipped it with a media mail label?
I ain't gonna lie. Yes, if I buy you something, if I buy whatever, if I buy a coffee mug from you and you send it to me media mail, I'm showing my postmaster. I ain't gonna lie, because it's reasons like that why our postal rates go up. I mean, that's not the only reason, but it does contribute to it. And it makes me mad because everybody complains about postal rates going up, but then they do things like that causes them to go up. I have a really good friend, and I got ticked off at him and told him he better stop or I'm turning his ass in, because he sells solely bobbleheads and he uses the padded flat rates to ship them in a box and bubble wrap his thing. And I was like, dude, stop, bro. I'm going to turn your ass in because you're causing my rates to go up. You're costing me money. And he's like, they're free. And I'm like, they're paid for it. They're anticipating you're shipping something priority. That's why they're providing the priority stuff free.
The first thing I would do personally is I would check the seller feedback to see how long they've been selling, because to be honest with you, there's some people that are just looking for the cheapest rate. They just don't know the difference. I've actually had to talk a few newer sellers into learning the different ways of shipping, because I know one guy that was he'd send video games and all kinds of things that shouldn't go media mail, and he just didn't know. He just assumed, oh, well, this is sort of like a media type product. I mean, like, he wasn't sending, mugs or printers or anything like that. But I mean, depending on what the item is, I mean, and how new the seller is, like, I would at least message them, give them the benefit of the doubt first.
I just sold a that notebook or whatever, and not that I was going to send it media mail. I noticed that you can't even pick media mail on a lot of different stuff that won't, I guess, hit a certain criteria with eBay or whatever too. So I think eBay's trying to, counteract a lot of that now, where it's just not always available to click on something or whatever. So that's good. So unless they go on like pirate ship and try and go through media mail or whatever, that's basically the only way they can do that now.
He's asking, will you change shipping from priority to first class if a buyer pays priority? That just honestly depends. I mean, most of the time, if it's in that range, it's not really that big of a savings. It probably goes from $5 or $6 to probably goes from like $7 down to like 5 or 6. So, I mean, if it's not really that big of a savings, I normally just stick with what they pay for. But I try my best to make sure things are weighed up front whenever I'm listing them. That way they get the accurate shipping that they paid for.
See, in all my listings, like something that would be able to ship first class, I always have 3 shipping options. I got the first class, I give them a priority option, and then I give them a express option, overnight option. And I will ship it whatever way they pay for. So if they live in Milwaukee from me, 2 hours away, and it's a first class package and they pay priority, I could probably send it first class and it's still going to get there tomorrow just as fast as priority is going to get there. But if they paid for the priority, I'm going to give it to them, even if it would get there in the same time, because that's what they wanted. That's what they paid for. That's the service they chose.
One thing also, if you send something priority, you're under the insurance of USPS as well. Yeah. So there's even some items that you want to send priority no matter what, because you have that insurance versus something that might be first class, and if it is a fragile item or whatever, you're not covered by that. So just something to keep in mind when you're shipping things, or if something is in that window possibly being. But I do what Anthony does too. Like, I'll basically throw something on my scale, and then I either grab the box that chances I'm going to use, or I already know my poly mailer's way, so I'm really, really close in that range with shipping.
I always round up too. You know what I mean?
Right.
It could be the difference of, like, for example, I just sent out a model ship, and my weight that I had it in, like, in the bubble wrap, it was like, I don't know, like almost 2 pounds. I had it marked as a 2 pound package sending out. I just upgraded them to 3 pounds just so there wouldn't be any issue. And it cost me like 30 more cents. So it was,
and
like,
if they paid for priority and you send it first class, they have full right to file a not as described.
Yeah.
And Harry Tornado said, if someone sends a video game media mail, I wouldn't care, even though that isn't allowed. I was just referring to like people who are blatantly abusing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
People. Yeah, if I get something like that could be a common mistake. For a long time, I didn't know, and my post office couldn't even tell me if I could send a video game if it was media mail eligible or not. They did not know as a postal worker. They had to go and look it up. So something like that. But really received something I ordered. It was a big item. It was clearly not media, nothing to do with any type of, even could be confused. I showed my postmaster. I mean, the guy had history. He was a seller. He had tons of, Wasn't like somebody that's just starting out.
I saw something on Facebook in one of the Facebook groups. I can't remember who posted it, or I know it was like a couple months ago, but it was this guy that was supposedly $1 million seller on eBay, sent every single package that he ever mailed out media mail, and he ended up going to jail for it.
Yeah, Moronica, I'm just responding to something that Moronica said. Said that we're talking about the mugs and stuff. Using Pebble Vitra 150 paints and baking it. We didn't use that particular brand, but we did use a heavy duty acrylic, and then we did bake it for the, I don't know, what was it? I mean, 300 and some degrees or something for 20 minutes or whatever it was. But we did do that route, and the thing is it might have been the kind of water slide we used, because we tried a couple different materials. We tried laser, we tried inkjet water slides. The thing is, I don't want to play that guessing game no more, so I spent the extra money, ordered the sublam stuff, and it's on its way.
Yeah, we had the oven at 230 degrees, and then we baked it for 15 minutes. So
Scott Y asked, would you ever round up and pay more for no reason? I'm sure he's talking about the shipping. Would you upgrade somebody from first class priority on your own for whatever reason? I mean, he said for no reason. Obviously, I wouldn't pay more for no reason, but say somebody ordered something from you first class, Anthony, and they live out in Washington, and he said, man, I need this a little bit faster in 5 days. Any way you could send it priority, would you invoice them or just say, yeah, I can do that? And I'll say it's not something you're making $10 on. Say it's a $50 item. Would you pay a couple bucks more to get it out to them faster? Just
like a good customer that I can get repeat business off of, I might.
Yeah, I think I would too. Especially if it's from somebody that bought from me before. Or
the nice thing about first class though is you're going to get it in like 3 business days, either
right.
way. You know what I mean? So it priority and first class isn't really that big of a difference, unless, like you said, it's further distance.
Oh, here we go. Scott says, no, I asked why Anthony sent something that weighed 2 pounds and said it was 3.
Gotcha. Because of the packing. I weighed it out. It was just under 2 pounds. And just to protect it, it's a model ship. So it's going to get banged around. Just to protect it, I used a lot of, I double walled the box, and then I, packed it pretty deep with bubble wrap and different types of stuff. So I know it's not quite 3 pounds, but it's probably a little over 2. So I upgraded it.
Yeah, if something weighs, I think it's 2 pounds or over 2, like 2.1 to 3, it's the same price as it would be if you just send it.
It costs 34 cents, and to be honest with you, I get enough of a savings break just by shipping with eBay that I don't really care about using the other 34 cents. I mean, it might have been close. It could have been right at 2, could have been a little under 2, who knows? But just to be safe, I upgraded it to 3. I weigh and measure. Yeah, Craig's asking, do you weigh and measure during listing? I do. And then I basically just guesstimate what I'm going to need for, weight for shipping materials. I can essentially get pretty close to measurements just by measuring the item of what I'm going to need as far as bulk or whatever. So I basically just guesstimate what the difference is going to be. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. Good morning. Do you guys do that as far as
Yeah, I do. I pretty much know what my shipping pretty accurately is going to be, because I'll weigh and measure when I list, because I do calculate.
Over not doing it that way, because they'll end up paying for shipping, and then you could have to pay considerably more than they've even paid for it. So I try to make sure that's always taken care of up front.
Did you guys answer the perfume question? T-Flips has asked, how do you ship perfume? Heard you have to ship ground due to flammability.
Honestly,
I don't.
perfume yet.
I haven't done any perfume. I kind of tend to stay away from it because of the restrictions on it. Stuff that has a lot of, I hear perfume is a good thing to get into because a lot of people don't want to ship it because of what it is. And
yeah,
but I haven't, it hasn't been something that I've gotten into. Nobody's come to me and said, hey man, I got perfume at a great deal. So I haven't been intrigued.
I know a lot of people do well with perfume though. Like I know a lot of Josh has perfume that he sells.
Yeah, state says you can get perfumes and stuff like that for a great deal and make a lot of money.
Craig is saying liquids have to be shipped around anyway.
No, because I've shipped cases of soda. I've actually sold cases of soda, and it's went prior. You do have to tell them that it's a liquid and what it is.
Yeah,
but it's when priority, and it's when priority air. But it can't be anything flammable.
That's probably why they ask you, is this liquid flammable, blah, 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 every time you bring something in.
Yeah, it can't be flammable. And there's, I don't know, in our post, they have a thing that says what you can't ship as far as liquids, air. But I know soda can go. And I mean, shampoos and stuff like that, I don't know if those are considered liquids. I would think so, right? I've shipped tons of that.
Yeah, I guess Maggie Doodle said that she's had neutral feedback for this little shipping perfume. She told them it had to go ground. Yeah, I would say personally, if I'm going to get into any kind of perfume, I'll probably just put that in the description of the post, like, hey, this has to go such and such because, I guess, well, or whatever.
No, flipping particles. Soda isn't going to freeze in the air. You have soda on your airplane. If you open it while you're on an airplane, it tastes a little flatter because of the altitude and pressure difference. But I've shipped out, I don't know what, 4 or 5 12-packs of soda when they had that Mountain Dew.
It was the orange one.
Yeah, some video game limited edition. And I was sending them from here out to like New York and stuff. And they arrived safe and sound. Then again, was it summertime when I shipped them?
No, it was winter.
Was it winter? Whenever those came out, you'd be able to tell. I was surprised because our store had them on clearance for $3 a 12-pack, and I was getting $25 a 12-pack plus shipping.
I remember the question where somebody had sent you, can you ship me 1 can? Remember that? They just wanted 1 can.
Yeah, and I did, and that's how I found out, because I took it and I put it in a padded flat rate, and I just rolled the flat rate up, sent it out that way, and left. Destiny or me ran into the post office. We took off from the post office, and my postmaster called me, and he was like, "Hey, can you tell me what's in that package, because we hear a sloshing?" I was like, "It's a can of soda," and he's like, "Oh, okay, it's good to go." They're curious what they wanted to make sure I wasn't sending an aerosol can or something.
Thank you, Michelle. Michelle Lathan just posted shipping liquid rolls.
There you go. Yeah, I know it's posted right up on our wall in the post office.
Yeah.
Like what you can, like liquids, and the battery restrictions, like you can't send lithium batteries, air or something.
I want to post a link to our Facebook group, because a lot of times, anytime people have questions like that or anything, Facebook groups are a really good place to go and get that stuff answered. Plus, it's a good way to figure out what's going on with the show. I know last night I just posted a few pictures of the upcoming guests we have on. We have a pretty good week coming up here for the show. Wednesday,
I hear we have somebody else. Do we have a date on them too that you were telling me about?
I don't have a date on them yet, but
That's cool.
we're still
That'll be
working on it.
too.
But what we have confirmed for this week so far, Wednesday, we have Tommy Bernhard and Tracy, uniquely me. So the late night shows come into the morning. And then we have on Thursday, T and Donatella. So we're going to be talking about YouTube auctions and stuff like that. And then Friday, we have Pat D's 72 on, and we're going to be talking about, you know, how he travels and picks and stuff like that. So it's going to be a pretty good week.
Yeah, and we got a good start on next week too, because we already got the family fix locked in for that Wednesday next week.
Yep.
He's going to be coming on talking a little bit about how he runs his business, which is reseller business, but it's a liquidation. He buys liquidation, and they do really well at it. And I personally have that interest, so I'm like, great guest.
Glenn's saying, I don't send brake fluid even on ground due to hazmat issues and fines. I don't know a whole lot about that kind of stuff. Do you know anything about it, Tommy?
No, not really. I mean, like I say, I stay away from like all the toxic chemical type stuff. So
I haven't said anything like that either.
I mean, there's stuff I looked at, and I could have got cheap, and I could have made money on it, but it would have had to go like parcel select ground or something. And I'm like, I don't want to keep track of, like, I have my pretty basic way of shipping, and I don't want to have to start like, okay, now this stuff's only can go this way and that stuff. So if it's not something that's priority air safe, I don't really mess with it.
So Neville said, can't you buy cans of soda on a flight? They actually give them away for free.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to pay for it, but yeah, you get free beverages on a flight unless it's like booze or something like that. At least the airlines I fly with, it's free.
Oh.
I mean, some might charge you, but yeah.
I mean, I can see Dee's point where she thinks they might explode or freeze, especially if you're shipping them in winter, because, well, your air temperatures are cooler up there. And I'm sure my soda that I'm shipping out to you has a whole different spot on the airplane than the soda they're serving.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe it would get, but I didn't have any issues. I had positive feedback on all of them I sent. So they made it.
So, just me, Kathy just shared D Flippin' Particles link. If anybody's not subscribed to D, please do. She's on the road to 1K, and she's last I checked was at 920 something. So if you haven't subscribed to her, please do. She has a show that always follows up. So make sure you stick around YouTube and watch her show next. She does a live at noon, Monday through Friday. So definitely want to check her out. That's Eastern time, obviously. But she's also giving away a webcam. So you might want to see if you can throw your name in the basket for that. Justin Jacobs was asking if anybody's going to be on Derek's auction tonight. Tommy might know better than me, but as far as I understand, Derek's he's got like 10 to 15 lots he's going to be auctioning off. And is Rebecca going to be on too? Yeah,
from what I understand, her and Rebecca, and he thought that I was going to have some auction lots up, but I've been busy enough not to have to also worry about putting auction lots together. So I'm not auctioning anything. And I told him if if there was somebody he felt he wanted to squeeze in there, since he anticipated me having stuff to auction, I'm just going to call it that there's room for somebody, because I'm not auctioning.
And I'm not going to be a part of it at all tonight, because a friend of mine texted me this morning, and he's giving me an Ashley Steeler tickets tonight. So I'm going to the game.
There you go.
Let's see Destiny's Dolphins get beat up.
But if you have a couple of things, Justin, you think you might want to throw on, or I'm going to talk to Derek probably shortly after this and get the details. So,
Harry Tornado did a self-promote here.
I was gonna do that too. But
Okay, well, I jumped in. He said, if you haven't commented on his Ben's giveaway video, go do that. He'll be picking 3 winners for some awesome stuff. Now, if you aren't subscribed to Harry Tornado, you have to go. He is amazing. He rocks. I loved his one video he just recently did. And so I'm shouting you out too, buddy. Although he was picking on me, he's like, was Pixie going to say that she doesn't know who Harry Tornado is? I do know who you are.
I would actually like to have you on the morning show sometime, Josh, because I don't know if a lot of you guys know this or not, but before us, Josh actually has his own morning show with a lot of Josh and Suburban Beard. It's like the Joshes of reselling. Really good show. I'm like never awake for it, so I always have to like go rewatch it later on in the day. But I'm pretty sure you guys are doing what, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. Is it like 8:30 Eastern? You can probably correct me there if I'm wrong, but I know I'm always, for the most part, sleeping when it's on. But really good content. All 3 of their channels are really good retail content as well. But yep, 8:30 Eastern, 9:30 I guess Pacific. Oh, 8:30 to 9:30 Eastern. Gotcha.
Oh, you just beat me. Dang it.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, if you would ever want to come on the morning show, or if maybe you would want your entire morning show crew to come on, and
I was going to say, let's just bring them all on.
Yeah.
I like watching their
we
show.
could have an invasion of Joshes.
Right. I enjoy watching it. I think it's cool the way they have their show and the format they go.
Yeah.
Well, see, and that's the thing. I mean, you're up pretty early, Tommy. So
He doesn't think we can handle all the Joshes.
I think they could.
It's definitely a lot of Joshes.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, just Josh, let me know anytime.
We could try to make a game show out of it, and we'll do the Entrepreneurs versus the Joshes or the Josh ladder.
Yeah.
Can you not speak it this morning, honey? You need more coffee.
I was trying to think how we could turn it into a fun, like, gamey show, you know?
Yeah,
that would be awesome. That would be an awesome thing. And hello, the family flips. Welcome.
Hey, there he is. We were just talking about you. I don't know if you were listening, saying how we're gonna have you on next week. I'm looking forward to that one too.
Yeah.
Family Flips, if you're into liquidation stuff, definitely subscribe to him too. They're putting up a series of videos dealing with that now, and they're great people. Him and his wife are awesome. They're very enjoyable to watch, and they great information.
And we get to have them on next week, so it's gonna be
and we get to have them on next week. Both of them together.
Yep.
Harry Tornado said, y'all going down.
All right. Well, let's arrange this. Let's make that happen. I think it would be fun.
I agree.
So there's y'all, and then them.
Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8:30 a.m. is their show.
You definitely want to check it out though. Like they put together really good content. Their show's really enjoyable to watch too. Good information going out.
There we go.
Which one? You guys were talking about 2 different people, and then I got confused. So please clarify.
All of the above.
All right, that's what I thought, but I just got confused. Is all.
Yeah.
Harry Tornado threw the gloves off. Said we're going down.
Yep.
You want to go to the wall? Okay.
Oh, that's going to be a great show. Great show.
Well, you know what?
A link here for the family flips too. So
we have a beard on this show that rivals Suburban Beard.
Yeah, I think Suburban got me beat though.
Oh.
We could have like a battle of the beards.
I'm losing because I'm probably taking this off really soon.
Really?
It's aggravating. It's not that annoying lengths where it's like it's not, like the shadow type beard where it just lays real nice and smooth.
Yeah.
it's at that point where like now this section's growing long, and now it's going to start requiring trim maintenance, and I don't want to deal with that.
You know what I do with mine? I have like a setting on like my clippers where I just throw like a thing over it, and it's either like a 2 or a 3, and I just buzz over it with that, and it.
Yeah, I got like the little beard trimmer that's got, you can slide like where you want it, but
Yeah, it's almost like the one you use on somebody's head, where it has the different numbers and everything.
right. Yeah, that's how mine is. It's rechargeable. It's smaller, but just
I woke up like this.
Michelle would like to know, what is the challenge going to be between y'all and the Joshes?
I don't know yet. We'd have to like think of something fun.
yeah. We'll have to get together. We'll have to get together and talk with them and collab and put something together. Make it fun.
I think it'll be cool.
I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to rock. So that's pretty wickedly cool. And then Harry,
you can't have Battle of the Beers. Josh says you can't have Battle of the Beers because Pixie's the only one without one. So you can't be on that, Dave. Or you got to grow a beard between now and then.
Right. Well, we'll have to get her one of them like a Halloween, like one of them like fake beards. So,
right. I was say she'll take one of her green wigs and strap it up on her chin.
Oh, I have the white one. The long-haired white one. I beat y'all all.
From Lord of the Rings?
Longer.
You have the Gandalf?
Yes.
That'd be
I'll
epic.
put the green wig on, and then I'll put the white one down here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can rock it. I will look fly.
Neville got rid of his beard.
I want to see Nate grow off the ZZ Top.
Man, I don't know what I'm doing with this, to be honest. I just started growing it like one day, and I just like, I don't feel like shaving.
I saw a picture of you with like a short beard, like a really nicely kept one.
That's usually what I do.
But I was like, who the heck is that dude? Like, I didn't even recognize you without like your Brett Kiesel.
That's usually how I would keep my my beard, real short and trimmed, like sort of what you do. But it'd be more like just like a really short trimmed down version of it, and I just let it grow, and then it got long, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it because I work in the freezer, so it almost keeps my face warm a little bit. Instead of hitting all that air when I'm driving on a forklift. So
I'm gonna have Destiny put a bunch of little braids in here tonight. Tomorrow with all these little.
I'm gonna put dreads and put some beads in it one day, and be like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, right.
Nope. Sorry, you'll be sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, you can only have 6 people through StreamYard.
Exactly. So I'd be in the background cheering everybody on. I wouldn't know who to vote for. Sorry, honey. It'd be a coin toss on who's going to win this one.
Kelly, Ecom Mom, she has kind of a good idea for the competition. Find some, like somebody else would have to do this, so we wouldn't know what's coming up. But she says find some weird items that sold on eBay and see who can guess the sold price the closest.
That's what I was thinking. It'd have to be like a multiple choice type game or something.
We would have to have like a third party person be involved in that.
Yeah.
But see, I can jump on Tommy's channel with him that day. So you could have more than 6 people on the channel.
4 versus 3.
Yeah.
No, I would just be the one throwing out questions or something.
Scorecard.
I would be neutral.
No, I wouldn't want you to do the questions because I would when they lose, I wouldn't want to hear, well, they had the Shamrock Pixie help them out on there.
Yeah, like I'm really going to help you win. I don't do that. It would be equal and fair.
We'll figure
and I would be sitting on the other computer. You'd have to.
Now, if you pay for StreamYard, can you have more than 6 people?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't Pat
you can have up to
20
10
people?
It
might be a good idea for one of us to at least do that, just so we can go to like Facebook and all the other places too.
I'm very much considering it.
Donna's late auction last night, she was on Facebook too.
Yeah, I'm very much considering just paying the whatever it is, $20 or $24 for StreamYard.
Mm-hmm. Could use it as a business right off too.
Yeah, absolutely, because I use it for a lot of marketing.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
I didn't even know that you can do it on Facebook from StreamYard like that.
Yeah, you can do Facebook, LinkedIn, and then I think there might be a couple other ones you can kind of plug it into as well.
Wow, that's actually pretty awesome.
Okay, so Steven say no, it's still only 6. Gotcha.
What was the one Pat Dees used that one time? He had like 40 people or something. Like, okay.
You can have up to 99, I think.
Yeah, it was something crazy. Like the whole screen, like people were like this big.
Yeah.
Like on my screen. It was almost to the point where I had to go like this to figure out who the heck some of them were.
Yeah. Oh, show.
Okay, so I pulled up StreamYard plans. Because I'm curious too on how many.
I'm guessing that's a subscription, $24 a month, huh? I
Yeah.
hate subscriptions.
Build annual. I guess there's a difference between. Oh, it's just the build monthly and build annually. It's just a price difference, it seems. So, okay, so the free plan StreamYard branding is your branding in your stream broadcast limits, but it doesn't have a limit thing. The build annually basic plan is $20. No StreamYard branding in your streams. Unlimited broadcast logo overlays, background, custom RTMP destinations, and recording 4 hours. It doesn't say anything about how many people are allowed in it. Now, at one time, they did have that, where if you paid for the program or the StreamYard, that you had 6 or you had 10, depending on if you paid for it or not. But it's not saying anything. Tommy, you're really good at research. Will you look up the StreamYard on how many people you can have if you pay for a plan?
Sure. And while I do that, because I should be able to find that pretty quick, let's take a vote in chat. How many people in chat would like to see the Josh Entrepreneurs Showdown? Give me a 1 if you'd like to see it, and give me a 2 if it's not something you'd be into. But I want to see a lot of 1s. Well, we want to do it, that's for sure. I see that.
I just like doing different type of things and with different people, and I just like the opportunity to do stuff with people. I don't even care. I'd want to win, but it wouldn't even be about that. It'd just be fun.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Okay,
There are a whole lot of 1s so far. Oh, Harry Tornado too.
Is that fear I sense?
Oh boy.
Unlimited broadcast.
I'm gonna have to do a video of me training, looking up comms of the Rocky music in the background.
Yeah, I was literally going to say that would be awesome. We should do like a little video like that later on with us, like training to beat the Joshes.
Right.
I'll be sipping coffee like 1, 2.
We'll have Destiny in the background, like you're a bum rock.
And then she'll be like, "Get to the basement, Tommy. You go comp. we got a match tomorrow."
We'll have Mr. Pickles sing for you.
You can have up to 10 people.
Oh, nice.
That's a quick answer.
Yeah, like 10 people in a live is.
Oh no, you can have
good.
6 people in the stream. Up to 10 people enter the broadcast studio, so you can swap people in and out if you're doing a dynamic talk show.
So it'd be like the best we could do would be like a tag match or rotate players or something.
Something like that. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I think the only way we could do it with more would have to be Zoom, because that's the way Pat Dees did it that one time with like 90 or whatever it was, 40 people or whatever during that one show.
So we have 31 people in chat and only a few answers to your question, Tommy. We should have more people answering so we know. Except for 1, 2. We have 1, 2.
There's probably a lot of people that are working though.
Yeah. Zoom allows up to 100 people.
Thanks, Greg. I love that picture Darlene made him with the shark. You got a cha-ching. Is that you, Tommy?
Yeah, that's me again.
Tommy's on fire this morning.
Yeah, this morning is hot.
The live comes on. You guys, what, 3 sales on the show?
Yeah.
I think if you went 24 hours, how many sales you'd have?
Nope.
That's why I'm not in a big hurry to end it this morning, man. As long as everything keeps changing. I'm selling through the hats that I listed yesterday.
Neville says reseller tag match championship. I might have to wear both my tag team championship belts for that. So
I have that one from the
pull
yard
them down
sale
off the
still
wall,
somewhere.
dust them off. Have one on each shoulder.
Yeah, I still have the one from the yard sale we went to, that big cluster sale.
Nice.
Harry
See?
Tornado,
Yeah.
that's Mr. Pickle singing. He's a Quaker parrot. Sometimes he acts like a dog, though, but he's a Quaker parrot.
It's Anita. I haven't seen Anita in a long time.
And it's
Good
a
morning.
flip it ask, what was the question? The Josh morning show versus the Entrepreneurs morning show, like a trivia game show match showdown type thing, where we'd do a show together and just have some sort of game show. And then we asked people to put a 1 in if they'd be interested in watching something like that.
I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, and I think
And hilarious, because all of y'all are funny together. So, or when you guys are all funny, so I think it'd be hilarious.
Mhm.
Oh, it'd definitely be a good time.
Well, it could be 4-on-4 because Suburban Beard could have Manny.
Oh, yeah.
Touche.
See?
Yeah, we can't have him out. We definitely have to have him.
I
See, there's some more ones.
see it.
So
Josh,
Josh, you got to make it happen, man. Talk to your crew. Let's set something up.
I'm going to start training after work.
Don't know what I'm training for yet, but I'm going to start.
Right? I'm just going to start training.
Nate's gonna go
Doing
hit.
something.
coffee training and
Well, it was like what when they did with Scott, everybody did that dumpster dive competition.
Yeah.
That was kind of a cool collab, man.
Yeah. I'll definitely have to cut my beard out and add extra oil for sure. Get some growth. Might even get some extensions.
That would be awesome.
Tell my wife to buy some weave or something, throw it in the beard, make it extra long. It'd be down like here.
I almost spit my coffee out. That's sassy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was funny, but I almost spit my coffee out from laughing. Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, he has me beat on length for sure. He has a longer beard. I'm trying to work on my length, but it just kind of seems like
Oh,
just
I know how to get a longer beard for this.
Oh no.
Yeah, got it.
Tommy's like, this is not.
But when Jaslyn decided she wanted to buzz the back of her head to thin out her hair, it was her first major haircut, so I kept her hair.
Oh,
right
that is so funny.
I'll put that right on there, just like that. Look at that. That look good. I'll braid it up.
Who had the real long beard like that? I can't remember who it was. It was somebody. They had it basically twisted up into a braid. I can't remember who it was.
Captain Lou. We were talking about that the other day. He had that long.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
long beard.
There's somebody else too. I can't remember who it was with.
I know Seamus used to have little beard dreadlocks dangling down his face.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. It was somebody I'm thinking of. Oh well, I'm sure I remember it as soon as the live's over.
Well, fellas, we're rolling on to about 10 to 11. I know Dee's going to be firing up pretty quick here, so
Yep.
I think we're going to call it a Monday.
Yep. Make sure you guys go and check out Dee after this, though, guys. She's getting close to that 1,000, and I'm starting to creep up on her a little bit. I'm
dropping her link.
You guys want to
Got it, hon?
get to 1,000?
Yep.
Cool.
All right. I was just going to do that. Yeah, Destiny's going to drop a link for Dee in there for anybody that doesn't know where to find her. I can't believe there's too many people that don't,
Right.
but we'll let you get that in there, and then we're gonna shut her down. Any last words?
No, just make sure you guys all come over to my channel for tomorrow, so you can watch the show.
Most definitely.
Nope.
Can't you do some wrestling type thing to the Joshes, like, "Oh, we're gonna show down, we'll see you in the ring."
Yeah, we'll cut a promo on them.
Oh yeah.
Get together and kind of plan one out.
Yeah, we'll have
Then
to
we
get
can like release collab videos on our channels, like talking trash on the Joshes.
What you gonna do when the entrepreneurs come for you?
That'll be good. All right, you got Dee's link in there?
I sure did. You guys have a great Monday. See you tomorrow.
Take care, everybody. Safe and productive